Yes, it's true. Whatever you've been told is a lie, including this video. But then, hear me out. That means plant you see over there is a lie. The wire mesh on the wall is a lie. That's a lie. The pen, that's a lie. You think you know this? That's a phone cover. To you, that's a phone cover. That's a lie. Whatever you've been told is a lie. I want you to imagine this. You know, there are people living in places like the North Sentinel Island, or there are some people in Africa, somewhere in the northern part of Tanzania. They are known as the Hadza tribe. Those people actually live a primitive life, not a modern civilization. So if you go to them and say you did something like using AI, you used AI to search for some history about them, you go there and tell them, and they ask where you got it from. How are you going to explain it? You are going to tell them you sat in front of a computer, a laptop, whatever, some smart device, and the device was able to give you all the information about them. How are they going to believe you? Because in their culture or in what they do, in their everyday lives, there's no laptop, there's no computer. Some of them don't even know things like that have been invented. And so they will never understand you. There's no word in their local language for that thing you're trying to define to them. They actually don't think in their brains that what you are defining or what you are trying to picture to them is possible. And so they'll never believe you. To them, you are a liar. This is how we all behave, just that we are on different levels. So you think you know something, what you know is actually a lie to someone. You think you are correct about everything. To someone, the opposite of what you think is the right thing for them. You think you know something so well and is the truth. Wait until you meet someone who also knows the exact opposite of what you think is the truth. They know it so well that they also believe that's the truth. And the funny thing is that it works for all of us. For example, you're a Christian and you think Jesus Christ came to die for you. You could also be a Muslim and you think Allah is one and Muhammad is his messenger. Whatever you believe in, you could go and then meet someone who thinks that what you believe in is wrong. You could go and meet someone who thinks that no one even created the earth. And it's working out for them too. Same way as it's working out for you. It works for all of us. But the truth is, everything you've been told is a lie to someone. I'll explain how this happens. As we are born as kids, there's something called a natural accident. Natural accidents are things like religion, language. Those are stuff you can't predict. Like I can't predict the language some unborn child is going to speak. If you are born in a tribe in India, you speak the language they speak. That is who you will grow up to become. You grow up to identify yourself as one of them and you speak their language. And whenever somebody talks against that group of people, you think that person doesn't know what they are talking about and they've talked against you and you are going to go angry. Same way, if you had come from the tribe of that person who is insulting you, you would have also liked your culture so well that you wouldn't even try to run away from it. You know, there are these people in Ethiopia who have the lip plates on their lips, and the lips actually signify how beautiful you are. Sometimes I hear people say that if they were born in such cultures, they would have run away. They wouldn't have liked it. This is punishment and so on and so forth. But the thing is, usually you won't. If you are born into it and then you grow up into it, you cherish it because this is who you are. You didn't come with an identity. The identity is picked from here. So once we are born as kids, they call us tabula rasa, meaning that there's nothing in your brain, empty. Whatever you know, you are going to learn from the world. The most important people in your life will be your immediate surrounding when you are a kid. So your mom, dad, your siblings, the community, they are the ones who are going to shape your reality. They are the ones who are going to tell you what is right and what is wrong. They are the ones who are going to give you your identity. For example, in somebody's tribe, they don't eat the meat of a cow. However, some other people also eat it very, very well. In fact, it's their favorite. None of them is a crime. To everyone, they are doing what is right at that point in time. And if you think eating the meat of a cow is a sin, then it's a sin for you because you think it is a sin. For the one who doesn't think it is a sin, it is actually not a sin for them, and they are doing great in life. No calamity is befalling them, nothing is happening. They are doing great in life, even though they are eating all the meat your book or your religion or your culture is telling you are dangerous to your health or are forbidden. Nothing is happening to them. So while we are growing up, we tend to learn and then pick up stuff. So sometimes you realize that if the closest people to you had some kind of belief, you end up picking it. Not because that is the truth, but because you like them, and growing up that was all what they did, and so you kind of liked it and it became part of you. That's your identity. But then if you could look again and then think, you would realize that this isn't really your identity. This is what you came to meet, and so you picked it up. Your whole life may be a lie. And this childhood upbringing or grooming that I'm talking about is actually how our brains are formed. Our brains have a filter. And so whenever information is coming, the filter filters the information to actually take out the noise or the wrong information and then only give you the truth. Now, the question is, what is the wrong information? What is the truth and what is the lie? What happens is that our brain doesn't know the truth, our brain doesn't know a lie. To our brain, everything is neutral. For example, if you are a criminal and then information is coming into your brain regarding crime or being good to people, what happens is that your brain is going to reject being good to people. The filter is going to filter away being good to people, because to your brain, being good to people now becomes a lie. It is the wrong information. And then being bad to people or doing evil now becomes the right information for your brain. This is how it works. So if you are a religious person and then somebody starts giving you information that there's no religion, or somebody starts giving you information that there's no God, no one created us, and it was by the Big Bang theory or whatever, your filter is actually going to block that information, because that isn't what you believe in. You are religious, so you can't believe in that. Same way, if you are an atheist and then somebody starts to tell you that there's someone, a God somewhere who created the world, the universe, and that they actually sent people to earth to come and then preach to us or give us religion, your filter is going to block them off. Your filter isn't going to allow you to pass through, because in your brain there's no God. You don't believe in God. And so this is the filter we've been using all throughout our lives. Each and every one of us has that filter. However, it's filtering information, good and bad, and the good and bad is based on what we already think. If you look into your life, you could see some of the examples. Sometimes you believe in the direct opposite of what somebody believes in, and you think yours is the truth. And that in your culture, if somebody does the opposite, that's a taboo, and the people are going to die, or the people are, something bad is going to happen. However, somebody does the direct opposite of it and they are doing very, very well in life. Nothing bad is happening to them. Well, it is also their truth. That is how the world works. So we all think people like Adolf Hitler, was a bad person. But then I bet if we could get Adolf Hitler to ask him why he did what he had to do, he would have given us reasons that to him was the best. Do you think he thought he was a bad person? No. He thought he was doing good. Okay. Right now, there's the Russian-Ukraine war, and people are saying Putin is a very bad leader. He's wicked, he's heartless, and whatever people are saying. Do you think Putin thinks he is heartless? No. He thinks he's doing the right thing. He thinks he's doing the best. So that is how it works. We all think we know the truth. However, the truth we know was passed on to us because of our immediate surrounding, because of the people we grew up around, because of those who conscientized us. So nothing is real, nothing is true. So a couple of months ago, I was having a conversation with one of my friends. He's a security man. I was talking to him. He's about 50 years. And then I made mention of the fact that people have gone to the moon and then we are planning to go to Mars. He was shocked. He didn't know that thing existed. He didn't know there was something like visiting the moon or Mars. And I also told him that the earth isn't flat. It's actually a sphere. And then he was also shocked. He didn't understand. He was like, why? Why would the earth be a sphere? It's flat. To him, I'm lying. He told me I was lying. He didn't believe me, right? But I said this is what scientists are saying. So how do I explain something to this guy based on the information that the world is not flat, it's a sphere? How do I explain something like in the Arctic Circle and in Antarctica, sometimes they experience 24-hour daylight simply because the earth is a sphere, and at that time the sun is directly over the Arctic Circle? How do I explain this phenomenon to this person? To them, you are lying. It is not true. You get it? Now, one thing is that even though I know this is the existence of our reality, even though I know this thing that I'm telling you, I still find it difficult to believe in the direct opposite of what I already believe in. An example is that where I come from, the snake is seen as a very evil animal. And so nobody even tries to eat their meat. Even if the person is dying, nobody even thinks of eating the snake meat. However, people eat the meat of snake and nothing is wrong with them. I don't know what will make me decide to try the meat of a snake tomorrow or something. I don't know what. I am not ready to accept that as true. However, I know if I eat the meat of a snake, it's not going to do anything bad to me. So I'm trying to make you aware of it so that the next time you are taking decisions, the next time you think somebody is evil, the next time you think that you are the only right person, you should think twice, because if you were born in the circumstances that the opposing person was born in, maybe you would have done worse. So you should learn to be considerate.